I mean, I was 16 when I got injured.
And how old are you now?
I'm 21. 5 years later. 5 years on endless narcotics, aquatic therapy, physical therapy, pretty much everything you can think of. Every treatment they say that is possible. I have a spinal cord stimulator. I pretty much tried everything. My options came down to ketamine or you. And I was like, I don't like people messing with my brain, so I'm going to go to Texas.
Okay, and how long ago did you come here?
I came here about 3.5 weeks ago.
Okay, and how much medicine were you on then?
I was on 48 milligrams of Dilaudid a day and 200 milligrams of morphine a day. I also take Neurontin and Lyrica.
And how much of those were you taking?
150 milligrams of Lyrica a day and 2,400 milligrams of Neurontin a day.
How much medicine have you come off? Where are you now?
I am now at about 8 milligrams of Dilaudid a day and 100 milligrams of morphine.
So you're down to 20% of the Dilaudid.
Yep.
And
half of the morphine.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am 3.5 weeks later. I can touch my leg, which I haven't been able to do for 5 years. 3. And then for the first time on Friday, this past Friday, June 24th, I was able to get in a swimming pool for the first time in 3 years. I tried everything that I could, trying to clean it and get the sensitivity down, and I couldn't get anything that would, supplement for all the pain that I felt every time I touched it. And so the fact that I put the machine on, and in the beginning it started out really slow, which, very understandable.
But we couldn't touch your foot.
Exactly. When I was here, I couldn't touch my foot. I started treatment on my hands first. I started treatment on my hands, and 3 days after I started treatment on my hands, my foot looked better. That blew me away with the fact of the machine's working on my hands, yet my foot looked better. When I came in, my toes were curled. The toenails are still kind of curled. You had the dead skin because I couldn't wash it. And man, it was a very deep purple. And now it looks like a normal foot, which is incredible because it's only been 3.5 weeks. And it's a really, really big deal.
How about sleeping?
After I got off, the more and more I got off narcotics, the better I started sleeping. Which I never really would have thought. I figured as soon as, because in the beginning, sleeping when I was starting to come off the narcotics, it was okay. And then it kind of got crappy. And then when I got almost off all of the Dilaudid, dude, I was finally, sleeping through most of the night, sleeping like a normal human being, and for that, I've been taking medications to help me sleep for 5 years. And, being able to fall asleep by myself and, not need a medication to make me sleep or make the pain stop so that I can sleep, it's amazing.
And for sleep, you were taking?
Amitriptyline.
Okay, and how much were you taking?
175 milligrams a night.
And how much are you taking now?
None.
I'm Angela's boyfriend of 1.5 years now, and the biggest thing that should be noted is her quality of life. She's had more mobility in the hotel room, more mobility, more energy, more awake and alertness since she got off the medications. She's been able to shower by herself for the first time in I couldn't even tell you how long. She's able to get her foot wet. She's able to wash her foot. She wants to, shave her leg and clean her toenails, which she hasn't been able to do by herself without heavy doses of something that helps her sleep through it and someone else taking care of it for her. All of these things have been a huge change of quality of living. I was skeptical when I first came down here. I wasn't sure all of this was, all it was amped up to be. Everyone's like, oh, miracle treatment, it works so well, and for, I'd say 2.5 weeks, we only saw, marginal improvement. But that last 72 hours, since Friday, it's been what everyone says it's supposed to be, that everything gets so much better, and I mean, maybe it was the medication, maybe, you know, it was her finally finishing through a lot of the withdrawal problems, but all of a sudden, the machine, you know, did what it's designed to do, and it did it phenomenally, and she started functioning so much more. You know, I keep coming back to quality of life, but she's been more alert, more alive, and more, you know, the girl I fell in love with in the last 72 hours than she has been in the last year and a half. The spinal cord stimulator did work, but, you know, the problem there is it didn't work for more than 6 months. And it didn't cause the same improvement that this machine has caused in 3.5 weeks. And there's no invasive surgery. They didn't have to cut her open. They didn't have to mess with her spinal cord to put this machine on her.